Midnight Madness. Yeah. Yeah.
Got this midnight madness. Madness. You're gonna get it, midnight madness. You're gonna get it, midnight madness. You're gonna get it, midnight madness. You're gonna get it.
And now the Midnight Madness Show, where it's always sunny and 82 degrees. Here's your host, the DJ Doctor.
Good morning, sunny and 82 degrees. As always, like the big man with the big voice always says, I'm Mark, the DJ Doctor, coming to you live from Morrison, Tennessee, from the Last Chance Saloon. Well, barely right now. They're almost one and the same for me. I'm like a zombie. I'm like one of them Walking Deads right now. Next to me, the one, the only, the two-time turkey hunt champion of the world, the Hillbilly Heartthrob, Jason, the Hillbilly Heartthrob. How you doing?
I don't even like turkey.
It don't matter. You ever see Simpsons? You ever watch Simpsons when Homer went to go turkey hunting?
I think I missed that episode.
Okay, they throw Homer Simpson out turkey hunting. He's got his gun, he's got his turkey hunting outfit on there, and a turkey walks by and does this little gobble, gobble, gobble thing. And Homer Simpson looks at it, and in his head he sees this vision of turkey for Thanksgiving. And he looks at this turkey and goes, "What the hell is that?" I see you as Homer Simpson, turkey hunting.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it.
Not a problem. So how you doing? What was that?
I'm absolutely beautiful, by the way.
You're what?
I'm radiant.
Radiant. Happily beautiful? Is that what you said earlier?
I don't know what I said. Maybe.
We'll have to run the tapes on that. As always, bringing this cosmic mess to a forefront on the internet radio is our one and only IT guru, Brian, the IT genius. How you doing, Brian?
I'm doing kind of good. I'm kind of worried. Yeah, you know.
You know.
Just keep us in the dark, Brian. The suspense is killing me. That's all right.
Well,
Well, we're glad, Brian, you're putting this all together for us.
Talking about earlier, I don't know where these buttons are that I'm supposed to be pushing, but yeah, I'm kind of scared.
Yeah, you got to keep your hand close to that 6 second delay. We got like the Andrew Dice Clay of female entertainers here tonight. It's going to be kind of scary.
Dickory dock.
Oh, you like old Mother Hubbard? Yeah. So, anyways, with that, let's actually get off this and get to the talent part. Jason, why don't you introduce? How about we just talk right? How about you introduce our guest tonight?
Oh, I would love to. The problem is I am going to murder her name.
Really? I'll tell you her first name. How about that?
Oh, you're going to... Thanks for jumping right in there to help me out.
Her first name is Stacey.
Yes.
I'll let you handle her last name.
I think it's Irish.
No, my last name is Irish.
I know it's in the paper a whole lot.
It's just difficult to pronounce.
Well, let's let her pronounce it then.
Okay, it's McElhaney.
McElhaney.
McElhaney. That's what I knew that.
It's McElhaney.
Yeah.
That's not bad.
Well, that just depends on how you look at it from where I'm from.
Well, how you doing, Stacey?
I'm good.
Good. I apologize ahead of time. We told you this is not a typical radio show. As everyone that listens to Midnight Madness and also our friends out there in New York that are listening to heatfm.com, we want to thank Chris and everybody for putting us on. We're not a normal radio show. We kind of like to cut up and goof off and make fun of each other. And
Usually it's me you're making fun of.
yeah, well, most of the time it is. You know why? Because we can. That's all. But we're glad you're here. We're going to let you sing a song real quick, and then we're going to kind of get to find out where you came from, east side of Tennessee, where the McElhaney came from, because you don't see a whole lot of Irish on that side of the country, so unless you're in Boston. So why don't you go ahead and put a tune out there for us, and we'll get to know you a little bit better.
This first one I'm going to do is by Don Williams. It's been one of my favorites since I've been very young. And it's, Lord, I hope this day is good. Lord, I hope this day is good. I'm feeling empty and misunderstood. I should be thankful, Lord, I know I should. But Lord, I hope this day is good. Lord, have you forgotten me? I've been praying to you faithfully. I'm not saying I'm a righteous man, but Lord, I hope you understand. I don't need fortune and I don't need fame. Send down the thunder, Lord, send down the rain. And when you're planning just how it will be, plan a good day for me. Lord, I hope this day is good. I'm feeling empty and misunderstood. I should be thankful, Lord, I know I should. But Lord, I hope this day is good. You've been the King since the dawn of time. All that I'm asking is a little less crime. It might be hard for the devil to do. It will be easy for you. Lord, I hope this day is good. I'm feeling empty and misunderstood. I should be thankful, Lord, I know I should. But Lord, I hope this day is good. Thank you.
Very nice. Well, Stacey, we welcome you to the program. It's your first time with us. We're excited to have you here. Now, apparently I've seen her sing before. It was at the Johnny Moore tribute, right?
That's correct. That's correct.
All right, that's cool. That's cool. We'll get into that a little bit more about her affiliation with Johnny Moore and how she got affiliated with that. But, Stacey, we're just like sitting on your living room couch. We're just going to talk freely and just kind of find out a little bit more about you. Where were you born? Where are you from originally?
Well, I was born in Oak Ridge, Tennessee, Anderson County, not too far away from where I live. I was raised in a community called Westall, and it's Rockwood, Tennessee. I live in Cumberland County. I could probably spit and hit the wrong county line.
Wow.
It's really close. So I actually have water coming from Crab Orchard. I've got a Rockwood electric, the utilities there. Rockwood address, so yeah, and then you've got the Central and the Eastern time zone there, so it's just a destined crazy world out there. It is, but I love it. It's home.
Well, that's cool. Now, how big a town is that you're from?
Well, we're about 5 minutes from everywhere, so it's pretty big.
Pretty small.
It's small, but it's big.
Yeah.
It's a big, small town.
It's a big, small town.
Kind of like where you were from.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Your graduating class in high school, how many people did you graduate with?
Oh, I'm going to say between 350 and 400.
Oh, wow. So it's bigger than I thought. He was in 60. Jason graduated in a class of 60.
I went to elementary school. There was 13 kids in my graduating 8th grade class.
We had kindergarten through 12th grade all in one building.
We did too. Well, kindergarten through 8th grade, not 12th grade. That would have been
I came from a big town. We went kindergarten to 6th grade. And if you made that, then they had other classes that you went to later. So, so that's pretty wild. So you're still there. Have you made any trips to go try to do the Nashville thing, or just kind of travel?
Well, I went and auditioned for America's Got Talent. They actually contacted me, and otherwise I would have never even thought of doing something like that.
Right.
And I pondered over it for a while, and I decided, well, why not? You know, And it's a great experience. You know, the people that I worked with were really encouraging, and I'm really thankful, and you know, that I got the invitation,
Right.
And the experience and meeting new people. It was amazing. But now, you know, I've got it on my bucket list to go down the strip there in Nashville and just pop in Tootsie's and crawl up on the stage for a little while.
Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. It's an experience. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
So, Jason, were you at Tootsie's? You performed at Tootsie's, haven't you?
I've never performed downtown.
Oh, really? I thought you have.
Well, I take that back. If you count the Ryman, I did sing in the Ryman on the stage one time.
Oh, wait, I'm going to correct you. And Brian has got audio proof.
Oh, yeah.
You did perform on Broadway at the karaoke bar,
Yes.
singing the hillbilly what? What was
Hillbilly
it?
rap.
The hillbilly rap. So yeah, you
I try
performed
to
that.
forget that. I
And
really
we're not
do.
going to let you forget that either. But,
It was
and
terrible.
Brian's got that on audio, which is a beautiful thing.
I went and did the tour at the Ryman, and
Right.
they put you on stage, and they put a guitar in my hand, and I strummed it. It was in tune. Mm-hmm. I figured I may never get this chance again, so I sang.
Well, excellent. Well, that's good. I've never been to the Ryman. I've never been inside the Ryman, ever. All the stuff I've done, never been there. I want to go there someday.
Now,
Give me hooked up.
I've done the Nashville Palace and John A's and all those over by Opryland.
Right. You haven't done Roberts?
I've never done Roberts. I've been there quite a few times.
Yeah.
I got invited to a birthday party there one time. That was kind of a trip.
Whose birthday?
Tracy K. Houston. You'll find her music on our station, too.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good talent.
Yeah.
Well, good. So we need to get this young lady on Broadway somewhere down there.
Yeah, let's do that.
Ain't no problem.
I'd love to.
Ain't no
I'd
problem.
love to.
We got people that know people. Don't we, Randy?
I got invited to go to perform at the Cowboy Church coming up in May. I'm pretty excited about that. That's a big thing for me.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
I'm really excited.
Yeah.
It's a great opportunity.
You're going to meet a lovely couple down there with Joanne and Harry. Just a good bunch of people. I met them through Jason and Joanne Cash. I mean, Johnny's sister. You know, you're sitting there talking and going, this is Johnny's sister. She's just cool and down to earth. And her husband, Harry, what's his last name?
Yates.
Yates, Harry Yates. What a cool guy. You can't help but like them down there. So good luck with that. It'll be a great
Thank you.
performance down there. So,
I'm excited.
I'm going to go down and watch her, I think. Give her some support.
well, if we know when it's going to be.
I've got the date in my phone.
And I got the calendar. You know my schedule right now is like stupid. When are you going again? What's the day?
I think it's May the 21st.
May the 21st?
I'm thinking that's the date.
That's the date she gave me. That's what I put in my phone.
I'll have to double check. I'll have to double check that.
I got something on May the 20th. So I'll see if we're going to go. I'll go up there with you.
All right, sounds good.
That'd be cool. I'd like to go watch her. So, what got you into music? You come from a musical family? Mom, dad, brother, sister? Or?
Well, there's a lot of musicians and singers in my family. From the little place that I come from, my hometown, man, that place just crawls with talent.
Really?
You know, and there's people out there that can just, you know, they can pick anything with strings on it, literally. And I was just inspired by so many old timers. We all get together, the community, really. We had little events. Everybody would meet up at so-and-so's farm or, you know, their front yard. Everybody'd bring something to eat, and, you know, and they always brought their instruments, and they'd play way, way up into the night.
Wow.
Wonderful memories. And now a lot of the older ones are gone on, but, you know, I still remember that. And we still have a lot of that talent out there. You know, it still lives on. But that was a big inspiration for me. And, you know, of course, church. I love gospel, and my daddy always played bluegrass, you know, and Emmylou Harris.
Oh, good one.
She was my very first inspiration.
Was it?
Very first, yeah.
Yeah,
And we were listening to 8 tracks on rainy days because he worked dirt work. He moved dirt, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I look forward to them rainy days, listening to some good music.
Emmylou Harris on the 8-track. I never thought I'd hear that coming from her.
I've still got Emmylou Harris on
Hey,
8-track.
it's the album Roses in the Snow.
Yeah.
And it's hard to find now these days, but you can still find it if you go to the right website and download it.
Yeah, excellent, excellent. Now, didn't we have someone just play with Emmylou Harris a year or two ago that was on our show? We have a guest that's been on our show that played with Emmylou Harris.
That may have been. I don't remember.
Was it Lily Syracuse?
May have been.
Sang with Emmylou Harris? I'm not sure, but what a great talent.
She's
there.
coming to the Ryman pretty soon.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Are you going?
I would like to. I would like to take my kids.
Mm-hmm.
They love Emmylou Harris.
Now, are they into music as much as you are?
Well, they are, but they've not really, committed themselves to sit down and learn what they want to. They're really hard workers and been dedicated to school, and just can't ask for better kids.
Oh, yeah.
But they support me, and they sing. They don't want nobody else to hear them, but they can sing.
Well, that's good. So how many kids you got?
I have 3.
Wow.
I have Dawson, my boy, he's 14, and Jada, my daughter, she's 16, and then my oldest daughter, Alexis, she'll be 19 in June.
Wow.
I got a good crew,
Oh, wow, that's awesome.
great kids.
Well, good. Why don't we bust into another song real quick, and then when you get back from that, we'll find out a little bit more about you. What you got next?
I'm going to do a little Blue Kentucky Girl. I know I probably wear it out all the time, but it's just one of my favorites. You let me for the bright lights of the town. The country boy set out to see the world. Remember when those neon lights shine down? That big old moon shines on your Kentucky girl. I swear I love you like the moon above you. How bright is it shining in your world? Some morning when you wake up all alone, just come on home to your blue Kentucky girl. Don't wait to bring great riches home to me. I need no diamond rings or fancy pearls. Just bring yourself, you're all I'll ever need. Just come on home to your blue Kentucky girl. I swear I love you like the moon above you. How bright is it shining in your world? Some morning when you wake up all alone, just come on home to your blue Kentucky girl. Thank you.
Before we get grilling again, I'm going to go ahead and throw the number out there in case someone wants to call and talk to Stacey.
Absolutely.
845-584-1067.
Again?
You like that radio voice?
I like that.
845-584-1067.
Operator's standing.
Bye.
Bye. Awesome. Yeah, so if you're out there, listening to our radio station either on the Facebook page or on the internet or on your phone of some sort, however you're getting it. So there's a multitude of ways they can get our... I think Brian does a great job. You can get on your pad, you can get on your cell phone, you get on the wristwatches, the TuneIn app. They got them on all that kinds of stuff now. Have you seen those wristwatches that are internet based? I mean, that's crazy. So however you're getting this, make sure you jump on the Facebook page, you like the page. Stacey, do you have a Facebook page?
I do. You can look me up at Stacey Vance McElhaney.
Stacey Vance McElhaney. Say that quick there, Jason.
Sure.
Just
He cannot say McElhaney.
McElhaney.
You got that
I
one.
said it.
So Facebook page, Stacey Vance McElhaney. So cool. Find out what's going on with her. Send her a like and a request to join her page. Follow her. Anything you got going on in the near future? You playing anywhere that you want to highlight?
Well, I've got a couple of shows coming up at the Palace Theater in Crossville. I sing a little bit out there with the staff band.
That's a beautiful place out there.
It is absolutely gorgeous. I mean, you can just feel the history when you walk in there,
Right.
and it's just exquisite.
Yeah.
You know, and the sound, the acoustics in there is just amazing.
Yep. That was my first time there.
Yeah. I had been there one other time when I worked up there. We had a meeting there for work about insurance. It was the only place that hold us all.
Wow.
Really.
Yeah, it was a beautiful place, and hopefully we can get back there and do some more work. And I think Brian's working on that with the crew up there to try to get the radio station up there on a more continual basis. But beautiful place.
Oh,
Now, I
it
do
is.
know a show she's playing on May 6th.
May 6th where?
Smokehouse with myself and Jerry J. Thomas.
Awesome. That's a good group.
Yeah, should be a good show.
Now, also, Jerry is playing with us this Saturday, right?
Jerry's playing with us this Saturday. I'm looking forward to it. Jerry and Bill Mathis should be a good show.
That's just kind of an odd couple right there, isn't it?
Odd couple? Are we watching the old 70s
No, Jerry,
TV shows?
Jerry and Bill. I mean, they're both. Jerry, if you don't know, Bill comes from a family. His dad has written, they say he penned over 500 country songs.
Yeah.
Several of them have gone to high as number 5 or number 9 on the country charts. One went to Ray Price, as high as number 9, I think, to Ray Price. But Bill, now I forgot his last name.
Mathis.
Yeah.
Mathis.
Yeah, his dad was Johnny Mathis, but he's the country Johnny Mathis,
Right.
not the chances are Johnny Mathis. But Bill Mathis, kind of a classic country kind of guy, great vocals, good guitar playing. And then we got Jerry J. Thomas, who's right from Southern rock history. So it's kind of a clash there, and then me from the rock era, and Richard Brown from country, and you from country. It ought to be a smash hit that night.
I think we're having a good time. Yeah,
I think it'll be a
I'm looking
blast. And
forward
we're
to it.
playing right here.
Right here at the Last Chance
Right here
Saloon.
on our stage.
Right here, yeah.
Topo Gigio's coming up next. But that'd be good. So, yeah, we're playing this Saturday night here. Jason Adams, the Last Chance Band. Come on out, check us out. What's the cost to come to our show, Jason?
Absolutely nothing.
Did you hear that? Nothing. Bring yourself. You ought to get this young
You
lady
can
to
bring
come
a
up and
date.
sing with
I've
us.
already talked to her. I said she should come up and sing with us that night.
And she said...
Drop dead.
Thought so. I figured that was going to happen. Ain't no way. The heck, I'm singing with you guys.
I don't want to be close to you,
I hear you. So if we can get out of here. It's a long drive for her, though. A long drive for
It's
her.
a beautiful drive, though. It is.
Well, she knows she's more than welcome if she can make it.
Yeah, if she can make it, come
appreciate
on out.
that
We'll have
very
fun.
much.
We have an apartment upstairs. Half of the other half of my dad's staying in there, but this half over here, there's actually a bedroom, bathroom you can spend the night. We just had the guy that played with Nitty Gritty Dirt Band, his wife stayed there over the weekend.
Oh, my.
They stayed up there. So you can be in the same bedroom that royalty has been in.
I
up there.
love the Nitty Gritty Dirt Band. Who don't?
Yeah, they had Bebo, the guitar player for him for about 5-6 years. Him and the band played here this Saturday night. And instead of driving all the way back to Nashville, they just crashed tonight. So that's what that other room's kind of for. So you're more than welcome to use it if you need it. So
There's also a spare room at my house, too. So
awesome. Jason's quick to jump on that, wasn't he?
well, I don't care where she stays. She can go home.
That's rude. We're trying to get this young lady to stay here. We're trying to get her to perform. I'll give her a free Mellow Yellow or whatever it takes to get her to come here. I'll give her your pay for the night.
Thanks.
You're welcome. Well, it's Jason's band, but I'm the one that pays him. See how that
Right.
works?
Right.
Yeah. So, Jason, here you go, Stacey. Have a nice night.
I'm learning a whole lot.
Yes. See how this little thing works. Well, good. So, what's your plans? What do you want to do with music as your life? Is it a hobby? Is it a career?
Well, I mean, it could be a career. But as of right now, it's mainly a hobby. It's an extreme outlet for me.
Okay.
I sit on the back porch a lot of nights, and it don't matter if it's freezing cold or if it's blooming hot. I'm out there and, picking, and it's a good pastime. But my main thing is to be a blessing, maybe reach out and touch somebody, spark, not like that, but,
Jason just punched me for the record.
spark some memories, sing
Right.
the songs that take somebody home. Because I know that's where it takes me. It takes me home to, my childhood and all the good places somebody could be.
Right.
And, as long as I know that somebody's, appreciating what I'm putting out there, I'm just happy where I'm at. But now I am planning on a gospel CD real soon. Nothing fancy like me, but I really want to put a gospel CD out there. Maybe a little bluegrass gospel.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were going to say something, Jason. I didn't want to cut you off there.
Wouldn't be the first time. Go ahead.
Oh, no, I thought you're getting over to the microphone. I didn't want to cut you off. So, do you have anything that's recorded now that you have out there that people can get to or listen to or sampled on your Facebook page or anything?
I do. I have a lot of videos posted on my Facebook page, and I've got a few on YouTube. I have a link to that from my Facebook page. And I'm posting more on YouTube. I kind of veered away from it and just kept posting on Facebook. And even though it's public, I know it's not really out there like it should be.
Right.
But I, just wasn't thinking nothing about it. A lot of it was new to me, and
Right.
But I do have a CD right now that's got 7 songs on it, and it's a live CD, and it's me and my good friend and neighbor Jacob Warren. He plays the banjo. He comes from a very, very talented family. All of them just beautiful people. But I do have that CD out now. I've not advertised or anything. But I would like to get that out there. It's just a rough cut, and but it sounds really good, to be live.
That's good. If you got a copy of it, make sure get it to one of us, and we'll get it on the station. We can put it in the airplay. We'll put it on the airplay. And Brian, we got 2 of the band Saturday night left their personal CDs. We want to make sure we get them young men on there. Some great stuff them guys got. So you still look like you're ready to say something. I'm just pausing on you. You're just trying to make me stop cold thought here, aren't you?
That's right. She was actually part of the group right tonight. We got 3/4 of it done, I believe. So we're looking forward to getting this finished. You've written other things prior.
I have. Yeah.
When you're writing, what comes first? Melody, lyrics.
I think it all comes at the same time. I know that sounds silly. I've got a notebook full of words, and I know where they come from, and I know what they mean. They may not make sense to somebody else, but once I put it to melody, it does. But the way I write anymore, it comes to me, and so does the melody. And sometimes, you've got to tweak it here and there, but most of the time, it just all goes together.
Now you said you've only been playing guitar for a couple of years.
Yeah, I've played the fiddle since I've been very young. Play by ear, and I had a fiddle teacher, and he also made my fiddle for me. He made it when I was probably 14.
Doesn't it hurt to run your ear across the strings?
Do I?
Again, I apologize for Jason.
Wait, it'll call a turkey. I mean, if that's what you're asking.
He wanted to know if it hurt your ear running across the strings when you play by ear. That was a Jason joke there that could have just went over like a lead balloon, but that's all right.
How old were you when you started writing?
Oh, let's see. I was still in elementary school. I wrote a lot of poems.
So about
and
5 years ago.
things. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. It wasn't that long ago. But, you know, it was a way, you know, because Mommy always said, if you ain't got nothing nice to say, don't say it at all.
Right.
And, you know, if you give yourself that allotted time to think about something, you know, your whole aspect of a situation or maybe a feeling's going to change. And actually sitting down and writing it helped me sort through a lot of problems, I guess, what could have been problems when I was younger. And it just went on through, you know, my high school years and even when, you know, an adult, you know, I filled a bunch of notebooks up writing.
Wow.
And now I go back and I look through these notebooks and I'm thinking, man, I've got some songs right here.
Good thing you did it when you were young and put that all down there.
Yeah,
That's good.
yeah.
I know guys that do that too. They got just notebooks and notebooks and notebooks and stuff. And I go, how do you remember what you wrote 15, 20 years ago? And they
You
go, I
just
don't
do.
Just do is what they said. And I'm like,
I've got receipts and napkins and I think I've even written on my car seat.
yeah.
I was desperate.
Tear out a chunk of car seat, put it in an album. But I'm not a gifted songwriter. I get great hooks, don't I, guys?
Yes, you do.
I get great hooks, but no one wants to record them because they're afraid they're going to make money on them. But anyway,
They're ahead of their time. Yeah, like
their hands are
Grady said.
tied. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
3 ladders and a noose. That's going to be a hit.
it's going to be a huge hit, man. I'm telling you right now. 3 ladders and a noose. We had somebody actually try to write and sing it one night and almost did it right.
That was the squirrel in the rearview mirror, though. I think was what she was ready.
Squirrel in the rearview mirror's got to go. I changed my mind on that one. I don't like that one.
You know,
anymore.
I've got to tell you something. Since you said a squirrel in the rearview mirror, I used to carry the mail. I ran the rural round, and there was a squirrel in my rearview mirror.
She's my next writer.
Hey, and he wasn't on the outside either. He was inside.
Oh, was he really?
He was.
Oh, wow.
He was.
So, you're just a good old country girl, aren't you? I love the voice. I love the accent. You can tell she's from East Tennessee.
Oh, I love it. Yeah.
She's almost right there with Chancey.
Yeah.
Almost.
Oh, almost. Chancey's a little bit more over the top, I think.
Chancey's a little more over the top, but you got that good Southern accent, great attitudes. It sounds to me like you came up from a good, strict, wholesome family.
I sure did. I'm so blessed to have the parents that I have. And actually, you know, I mean, they still guide me every single day. You know, I'm so blessed. And they have actually helped me raise my 3 kids. Can't ask for better people.
Excellent. And they're both still alive?
They are.
Awesome. You'll be thankful of that. I've lost my mom. It'll be 9 years August, and just about lost my dad December. So he's upstairs, and we're doing well. Today was a crazy day for Dad. He had to have his new occupational therapist showed up, physical therapist showed up, and nurse showed up today, and ran around the paces upstairs. So it's been a long day. So
Well, let's hear another song.
let's hear another song.
Okay.
Oh, wait, let's ask her to do a song.
I want you to sing.
You ain't going to get me to sing. Stacey, go ahead and bust out another tune for us, please.
All right. This is, I've heard this one called The Funeral Song, and I've heard it called When the Mountains Cry. It's actually off the soundtrack from the movie The Songcatcher, and it's based on this lady goes to the mountains, the Appalachian Mountains, to catch songs.
Did you notice she said Appalachian Mountains, not Appalachian Mountains? She said it correctly, yes.
Oh, don't even get me started on this. Is it caramel or caramel?
No, it's caramel.
Caramel.
You buck got her started.
I did.
Tater or potato?
Well, it's a tater.
Creek or crick. We could go all night.
The only difference between taters if it's mashed
Yeah.
or baked. Wait, there is fried too. Okay.
Oh, Lord. How do we get off on this? We got this young lady going to sing a song about Appalachian Mountains, and we go into that to fried taters. we yeah. Well,
Hey,
I
listen
apologize.
here. That's surely good. Surely good. That'd
right.
come in handy, though. You know what?
All right, Stacey. We'll let you take over the show now.
Okay. A lilac comes on a poison thorn. It has roots dirty and torn. Young guns playing as the black crow flies. Mama's weeping, hear the mountains cry. There was another, a wilder cry. Cold was her heart, and as dark as night. Tears on the ground where her love did die. Neath the bloody moon, hear the mountains cry. Oh, dig his grave, narrow and deep. Set a jug of whiskey at his thirsty feet. Lay 2 pennies on his roving eyes. 2 women's wailing, hear the mountains cry. Oh, the winds blow weary and the willows sigh. Rivers of sorrow, hear the mountains cry. Rivers of sorrow, hear the mountains cry. Thank you.
Almost made me cry.
Now, coming from the name McElhaney, you must be Irish or have Irish background. Do you at all?
Well, I actually have Native American.
Well, we see that with the dark hair.
Well, honey, that's dyed. But
You didn't have to say that on the radio.
Lord, I don't care. But my hair's normally dark. So McElhaney, I guess my ex-husband is whatever that is.
Yeah.
know
Whatever
what
that.
I
No,
know.
careful, hon. I was
I
starting to
told
like
you I wouldn't cuss.
I was starting to like you, and now she's whatever that was.
I like her even more.
Yeah, you would now. My question is going to start getting tougher now.
I'm being good, I swear.
No,
I
that's
am.
okay.
I don't know what Vance is. I have no idea.
I'm not sure either. But that's your maiden name? Is
Yes,
Vance?
it is.
Okay. Yeah, McElhaney is Irish in most cases, and seeing how I'm Irish. And I had a guy want to argue with me the other night. He was an O'Brien, I think he said. You don't get much Irish than O'Brien. Oh, really? How about the word Irish? And he goes, your last name is Irish? Yes, it is actually the word Irish. Well, you don't get much Irish than O'Brien. No, you don't get much more Irish than Irish. What part of this are you not getting? He wanted to argue with me with that. So, all right, first of all, have another beer. I ain't going to argue with you. But you want to argue with stupid on that point, so Irish.
But you argue with Randy all the time.
Oh, I do not argue with Randy at all. Randy and I, we're planning our trip to. And we got to find out. Brian, are you going on our trip in May with us, please?
Still looking. Still looking.
Still looking?
Don't know what he's looking for, but he's still looking.
You're still looking to go on, or not sure yet?
Not sure. Not sure.
Okay. For those that don't know, we're doing a Southern Rockumentary down in Jacksonville, Florida, coming up in May. So if anybody's in Jacksonville, Florida area that would like to be a part of any kind of interview process or pictures or anything with any of the Southern rock bands, we don't care if it's Molly Hatchet.
Maybe they just want to talk to you.
Maybe they just want to talk to me. A lot of crazy people do for some reason. I don't know. You do all the time.
That's because I'm crazy.
Because you're crazy. But we're going to be in Jacksonville, Florida, and it's good. So far it looks like it's Randy and Andy, Jason and I. We're trying to get the Hillbilly Heartthrob and Jerry J. Thomas to go down with us. So
The only thing that's going to hold me back is if the boss has to go to
screw that.
If the boss has to leave and go to China, I'm stuck having to watch the place.
Whatever. Let me talk to your boss.
Okay.
You'll be unemployed. You'll be a real musician here real quick. So he won't know a thing.
Yeah.
He won't know a thing. So it's 3 days. He can get over it. So, but anyways, so you married into the McElhaney. So
They are some fine people. They are. They're real good people.
Most of them.
Yeah, most of them. I mean, Lord, we've all got family members that make the paper every now and again, but
yeah.
Yeah.
You don't want to admit that they're family members. I got a couple of those.
No.
I got a couple that come in here that make this young girl sound like she's from the north. That's.
Hey, listen. When they wear overalls to preach and they speak, you hear banjos, and I'm serious. You'll hear banjos when certain family members of mine talk, and I love it. I do, because every time they call, you know who it is.
Oh yeah.
It just depends on what they're playing on the banjo.
Yeah. I'll tell you. I show you how hick some of my family members are. Again, my mom's from up here in Grundy County. She's a mountain girl, born and raised, tough, had nothing. Everything you get was from the earth. They worked their butts off. Raised in that mentality. My mom was a tough little hillbilly chick. My dad is a big old farm boy from Wisconsin, big monster guy up there. So them together, Ma's 5'2", Dad's 6'2". Ma ruled. Ma was the iron glove. Until Dad would just nod his head. He never spoke much, just come in the room and nod his head, and we'd go, yes, sir. And we'd just leave. There's no back talking to my parents. Dad never touched me. Mom whooped my butt on many occasions. But Mom's side of the family is hillbilly. I opened up this guitar shop. One of my cousins came in and said, hey, Mark, y'all need a piano? Mm-hmm. A piano? I said, you do know there's an O in piano, right? Piano. So then the next week, the brother came in and said, hey, did Daryl give you that piano? Oh, man, I can't admit your family. You're too country for me. Piano. There's an O in piano. So even if you're hillbilly, piano, okay?
Hey, I've heard that before.
You hear that?
Yeah. Well, we're coming up to the top of the hour. You know what that means.
Time to do a commercial spot.
Time to do a commercial spot. Brian, can we hear it today?
Let's do it.
What are we doing?
Let's go to a commercial spot. Let's do something different.
We'd like to hear it here if we could.
Oh, yeah. You would like to hear it.
I'm a little worried already. It's like a well-oiled machine this show's going. I did apologize early, didn't I, Stacey? I said this is not going to be a normal radio show that you're going to listen to or be on apart again.
Well, you did, but y'all my kind of people. You don't got to apologize to me.
Thank you. See, and the problem is we got Bob DeYoung sitting here. Bob's been like 2 times Fam Jam and like 3 times radio show. He's a glutton for punishment.
Oh, yeah, he keeps coming back for more.
He keeps coming back, and we keep abusing him. But I keep noticing that you keep bringing different people with you. The other ones just keep running. I ain't going back. I ain't going back with that crazy guy.
I'm scared.
All right, let's run this commercial before we run out of time.
All right, Brian, whenever you're ready to run the commercial.
You're listening to Music City's finest on the Nashville Songwriters Radio Network, NSRNlive.com.
May 5th through the 7th, Folk Fest at Stonewood Bluff wants to invite you to come join us for 3 days of amazing music, vendors, camping, and fun. Stonewood Bluff and Amphitheater is located on Harrison Ferry Mountain in McMinnville, Tennessee, and is the perfect backdrop for great musicians like these.
halter top and jeans that fit so tight.
Too many artists to mention, covering music genres like folk, country, bluegrass, Americana, and blues. Folkfest at Stonewood Bluff. Look us up on Facebook. WFMC Jams will be broadcasting the entire event. Contact me, Manda, at 931-259-7940 for more details or discounted weekend passes.
Back to the real entertainment on the Midnight Madness Show. And we don't mean the hillbilly heartthrob.
Like the big man with the big voice, always right. He's always right.
Always right. Yeah.
Always right. Well, that was a good little commercial there. Amanda and the Folk Fest.
Yeah.
We hope you get a chance to get out there and check that out. It'd be a lot of great entertainment. Even Jason the Hillbilly Heartthrob was one of the songs featured on that commercial. Yeah. That is a great song now.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, it's a great song. It's one of those that we keep talking about a video, but that needs to be made. I see it.
I like the versatility there. You started off with Vanessa Hill.
Yes.
With her hit, actually, with the Belly Brothers,
right.
We Dared the Lightning. And then you go into Travis Boland, and then, the Star Attraction.
The Star Attraction. Yeah. Which one? Vanessa or Travis? Or both? No, that's a great lineup. If you get a chance to get out there for that, you need to get out there. If you love music, you don't want to be away from that event. It's a great event, great artists. Again, there's quite a few people lined up for that. It's just going to be a blast. So if you love music, get out there to the Folk Fest. Amanda on the next show is going to tell you everywhere how to get there and what to do and what's all involved, and we're excited about that.
She tells me where to go all the time.
As well as most people. All right, now back to the big star of the show. Let's get back here to Stacey.
I'll be sharing that event on my Facebook page as well. So hopefully everybody else will keep sharing.
Well, good. Yeah, we
And,
appreciate that.
Hope for a good turnout.
Oh, yeah.
Well, we are looking forward to the 30th of this month.
The 30th of this month.
Yeah, that's our vinyl show.
The vinyl show, yes.
That'll be our 80s and 90s
I got to
vinyl
spray
show.
my hair straight out.
I had a terrible thing happen to me Saturday.
Saturday?
Yeah.
What happened Saturday?
I killed the needle on the turntable.
You killed a deer on a turntable.
Killed the needle.
Oh, the needle?
Stylus, yeah.
Bless his heart. He's
But
sick.
I ordered a new one.
Great.
It'll be here probably tomorrow.
Please tell me poisoning pigeons weren't in the 80s.
No, that was 50s.
50s, okay, good.
We got the Smurfs in the 80s.
Smurfs in the 80s, I can't wait. For those who don't know, one Sunday a month, all of us get here at the Last Chance Saloon, and we spin vinyl albums. We just spin records. We try to do a theme. This one is 80s and some 90s, I guess.
80s and 90s, yeah.
So we'll be doing that. So if
And it's both country and rock and jazz
it's
and
everything.
bluegrass. Yeah.
Yeah. We say everything because, I'm classic rock. I'm the rock and roller. Jason's the country guy. If you look at Randy, you would never guess. Hair band, heavy metal, Randy, the rocker Fincham. So you're going to have all kinds of stuff. And then you get the warped sense of humor of Jason Adams. The Hillbilly Heartthrob goes in action.
Oh, yeah, I've got Ray Stevens in there, too,
Yeah, we'll have Ray Stevens. We're going to have the Smurfs. Smurfs rocking it out. Okay. Randy's taking over the microphone.
I was just going to say I took this lesson from Paul Buttnam, but Jason, the warped sense of humor that's either there's a fine line between endearing and offensive, and Jason just rides that line all the time.
Fine line.
Look at the bright side. Oh, next month we'll do the twofer. Now think about this.
Twofer.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. 2 songs by the Detergents back to back.
No. Bust that album right now. I ban that album forever being played. Stacey, it's sad. We sit here and we have a good time. We have a bunch of great music being played. We dig into some really deep cuts, right? Stuff that you don't hear on the radio a whole lot.
Yeah.
And we like that. It's cool. And then Corn Dog over here pulls out this song. The Hillbilly Corn Dog. He pulls out this song and he plays it. And I'm sitting there going, first of all, who okayed that? There had to be more than 2 people that went, that's a great song. Yeah, let's put it on vinyl. And somebody funded it.
And the sad thing is it hit the charts. It was in the charts.
What's wrong with America? There's something wrong with that. That song should never have been The Face from Space. Seriously? That's an old B-rated movie. Oh, my God.
Poisoning pigeons in the park.
Pissing pigeons in the park. That's it. Go ahead. Go ahead and put that on the next Oops show there.
And he's drinking Coca-Cola.
Yeah.
Nothing else.
See about that 6-second delay button we're talking about? Stacey's been doing really well. So anyways, but check out that show. It's a lot of fun. We play a lot of stuff from all over the board. If you're anywhere in the driving area and you got albums and you want to come down and play it, we'll pop it on there. It's cool because sometimes they pop and they skip and they hiss. It reminds me of the old days of when I was a kid, dropping vinyl.
Yeah.
We didn't have the internet. We didn't have all this fancy technology things going on.
Technological?
Yeah, forget. I try to get past that one.
Yeah, but I wouldn't let you. Kind of like you do da 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 do do do.
That was my first one. But I love just dropping the needle on vinyl. If you really want to learn how to play a song or learn a lyric or learn a riff, you drop the needle over and over and over again. And then I love the old timers that are like older than me and my age, all the tricks. As a drummer, and you're listening to these great drummers play, and you're a young guy, and you're going, how in the world is he doing that? You didn't have tabs, you didn't have video, you could go back, so you had to listen to the album over and over and over again. If you put it on 33 or slower than that, it just you couldn't make it out. So what you learn to do is, I put $50 pieces on top of the needle, which slowed it down just enough that you could hear the riff a little clearer. I know guitar players that would play and put their toe up and just put the edge of their toe on the turntable and slow the record down to learn the riffs. Cool stuff that people don't do today. Now they go to YouTube and
You know that $50 just killed the groove of that record.
Yes, I know it did. I think that's why I got the Deep Purple album made in Japan like 3 times, I think.
Oh, yeah.
What a great... That album came out...
You didn't play nothing off that for the 70s show, and it was here.
Oh, I know, and I don't know why. I mean, Mark Norris comes up here, and he does the jam night, a Thursday night. He knows that entire album front to back. I know the entire album front to back. We played it one time at my guitar shop, just him and I. Him on the guitar and me on drums, and we just played. And we just sat there and laughed and went, nobody else knows any of these songs except Smoke on the Water. And that wasn't even the album that Smoke on the Water started on. It actually was before that. It just became famous with the live
Machine
version.
Head, right?
What's that?
Machine Head was what Smoke and Water was.
Right. Machine Head had Smoke in the Water on it first, but it wasn't until the live album came out that it just took off. And I know when I heard the live album, I went and I bought it, and I went out in my little one-car garage, departed from the house, and I played that, and I played that, and I've been, from the time it was daylight till it got dark, I played that every day for weeks until I got that part down where I'm like, God, that guy's a monster. Then I see him on TV finally on Don Kirshner's rock concert, and he's left-handed. I'm like, God, that's even tougher. That's cool stuff. Ian Pace, good job, buddy. Make it tough on the rest of us. That's his name, that English guy. So let's get back to the talent.
And not the Hillbilly Heartthrob.
And not the Hillbilly Heartthrob or the DJ Doctor. So, are you writing stuff currently? Are you doing anything like that?
I am. I've actually got 2 songs. I'm a member of the and so they're copyrighted.
Okay.
But that's, just 2 songs so far. And I've got a lot of rough drafts, a lot of rough cuts that I haven't shared with anybody but the dogs and maybe the kids passing by on the porch. It's dog approved.
Dog approved? You like it?
I've got a rat terrier, and she'll be 9 this year, but now she'll sing with me.
Oh, really?
And I've got a couple of videos on Facebook where, she belts it out. Sometimes I can hear her humming. I thought at first that I was hurting her ears. And I apologized and everything, but, she keeps on coming back for more.
She must like it. She must like it.
Yeah.
Well, that's good.
But I'm going to continue writing songs and putting melody to them. I've, actually formed some relationships with some really good people and there's great contacts, as far as writing songs and maybe helping putting some melody to them
right.
and tweaking them here and there. It's a beautiful, beautiful process. And I think everybody should have a chance to put a line or 2 into a song.
I love the art of making music anyways, from the songwriter to... See, I can't put lyrics down. I don't have that talent. Again, Squirrel in the rear view mirror is about my best line. And so, if that's your best line, we're in trouble.
Actually, I think it's pretty good. I think you got something right there.
I like this lady more and more, so. But
it's better than a skunk in your rearview mirror.
yeah, exactly. Or in your back seat.
See
so,
there, yeah.
But
or bacon in the middle of the road. There's a song.
Yeah, yeah. But I love the process when somebody brings something to the table and you see it start to grow, and then it gets into the studio and you hear how it changes even in the studio. You can bring a song to me and I can hear stuff on it.
Something different.
I can hear stuff where I'm like, man, a cello there, or orchestra there, or just congas there, or something. I hear the music side of it. But it's always after someone kind of already gave birth to it, and then we kind of help. I get it at the toddler stage, and I like that. And then we watch it grow into a semi-adult. I think it's pretty cool. We'll love to watch that.
On a side note,
Yes.
you're talking about all this great music stuff.
Yes.
The middle of next month, we have Mike Dunbar coming in.
Mm-hmm.
And I just found out he has in his possession something I'm hoping he brings with him.
All right.
It is the tambourine that was used in the Monkees' Last Train to Clarksville.
Really?
He has that tambourine in his possession.
Well, can he prove it? I need evidence. If Bobby Sherman played this, Peter Tork played it, didn't he? I think Peter Tork played it. I'm not sure.
Sure.
I'll have to look. Last Train to Clarksville. Clarksville where?
Whoever it was one who played in the studio.
Actually, it was actually in Canada.
Yeah.
It was the Monkees' protest song. It honestly was a Monkees protest song about the draft Dodgers. Believe it or not. Can you believe that? I met Peter Tork at the Playboy Mansion in Lake Geneva. Yes. Peter Tork was the keyboard player. I met Peter Tork.
You were at the Playboy Mansion?
I played there in Lake Geneva, Wisconsin, a couple times.
Wow. I didn't even know that story.
That was a long time ago, buddy. I had dark hair then. I was 150 pounds then. So I played there twice.
Dark hair.
And then I think they banned us for the rest of our lives from that place. But no, it wasn't anything like what you would think. It wasn't bad. It just was a really richy, a lot of people, a lot of diamonds and jewelry and tuxedos and stuff.
Well, you see that wherever we play.
Yeah, especially here at the Last Chance. Come on out with your star-studded cast and diamond rings.
We're getting threatened with being hit. We need some songs.
Let's bust in some tunes real quick.
Okay.
We're getting requests to get off this act and get to the main one. So,
We're gonna get away from that Playboy man.
yeah. If you're
There's a song right there.
If you're playing at Playboy Mansion, what song would you play?
Write that down.
All right.
All right. This is a song that Vestal Goodman wrote, or let's see. I'm not sure if he wrote that one or not, but anyway.
He should have.
I think he did. It's God Walks the Dark Hills. My favorite is Iris DeMent. She's a folk singer, bluegrass, country. She sang with so many. I love her voice. Anyway. God walks the dark hills, the ways, the byways. He walks through the billows, life's troubled sea. He walks through cold dark night, the shadows of midnight. God walks the dark hills to show me the way. God walks the dark hills to guide my footsteps. He walks everywhere, by night and by day. He walks through the silence on down the highway. God walks the dark hills, 'cause He loves you and me. God walks in the storm, the rain and the sunshine. He walks in the shadows and glimmering light. He helps us climb mountains so high, through rivers and valleys. God walks the dark hills, 'cause He loves you and me. God walks the dark hills to guide my footsteps. He walks everywhere, by night and by day. He walks through the silence on down the highway. God walks the dark hills to show me the way. God walks the dark hills, 'cause He loves you and me. Thank you.
Beautiful, beautiful.
If I walked up to your car, what CD would I find?
Well, it's one that I put together. I have the Seldom Seen, the original Seldom Seen Bluegrass Band
right.
with John Duffy. There's Johnny Cash on there. There's Merle Haggard. There's Reba, Ricky Skaggs, Emmylou. Let me see. Yeah, and there's some Metallica on there.
Really?
I have Seether on there. A
Wow.
little AC/DC. Yeah, I've got a big old bunch of mixture on that CD.
Excellent.
It's pretty
Excellent.
awesome.
Well, cool. I was kind of curious what your main thing was. A lot of us, we'll carry our classic rock, but I'll throw in. You'll hear some '80s stuff, and you'll hear some weird stuff. So, but you're all over the board. You like classic rock and
I do.
and Johnny Cash to Metallica.
I do. I love it. I you know what? I've been to just a handful of concerts in my whole life. I've seen Alison Krauss. She's another hero of mine.
Oh yeah.
I've seen her at Dollywood, and I'm telling you, she is just as good in person as she is on the radio, and that means a lot. She's true to who she is, and that's how I intend to stay.
I like that song that you just sung there, God Walks the Dark Hills. The story behind that, which is a gospel song, it's very powerful. And the individual that wrote that, matter of fact, his wife was at our church Sunday. His name was it was Lewis and Lewis.
Yeah.
Ray Lewis. Well, if anyone knows their story, it's very powerful. Ray just lost his battle to cancer here just not long ago, and his wife was there Sunday with us, and now she has cancer. But the story behind that song, and it's amazing you're singing it because she was singing it Sunday, and she told us the story about how that came about. That song was actually placed on an album that was put together. They didn't have money. They didn't have money at the time to put an album together. We're going to give up. And what happened was there was a little lady that was down in Arkansas, and she wanted to make sure that their songs got recorded, and they didn't have a way of putting funds together to do it. So she said, if you'll just take this one song and you'll add this, I'll pay for your recording.
Wow.
That song, every time that she goes out and sings this, now Ray's gone, but every time they sing the song, they have to say the story about that particular song. It's written about the child that the actual songwriter had a son that had Down syndrome, and he developed cancer. And so basically they had to watch the child suffer, and then finally he passed away, and that's where that song came from. It was actually based on that story.
Wow.
But there's so much significance in the way that song came about to now, the history of that. But Lewis and Lewis was the name Ray Lewis and Laura Lewis. If you go and you find them, you'll find that story there has so much more depth to it. But it's interesting you're singing that tonight because there's so much more depth to it. And I like the way you sung it because you sound just like her when she was singing it because they would always sing as a duet, and I said, everyone, that's God Walks the Dark Hills, and
Well, and then that's funny that you said it was to watch over the child basically.
Mm-hmm.
As a single parent, you want to take care of your kids, and that song hits home for me in a lot of different ways.
And that's
I always reflect back to my children when I sing that.
That's why that song came about. It was based around that circumstance.
Wow.
It struck a chord with me. Of course, we have one of our members whose granddaughter died of cancer. So, of course, they connected and understand the depth of that song.
Wow,
but you're
that's
very
amazing.
versatile with your sound. I told you earlier, I heard a little bit of Reba with your vocals.
I've been told that.
I'm sure others have told you,
Reba.
but you also have your own sound as well, though.
Yeah.
And it's been a pleasure listening to you.
Thank you so much.
I do want to thank you for coming in. This was kind of short notice. She filled in for Rachel Lipsky, who was supposed to be here this week.
Right.
And we got a hold of her last week, and she was very, very happy to jump in the wagon here and
I appreciate the invitation.
lay under the
We got
guillotine.
a chance to meet her again. She, you did the Johnny Moore thing. How'd you get hooked up with the Johnny Moore? Was it because you're part of the band from the theater?
Whenever I got started on Facebook, one of my daughters had videoed me singing, and she posted it, and it was late at night. Well, the next morning, my Facebook had just blown completely up.
Wow.
And so after that, I laid the phone down, and that's what I used to record it with. I laid it on the table and just, sang and played into it. So, a lot of the videos that I have, when I first started, you're looking at a blank screen or a black screen or green. And the reason why I played Lord, I Hope This Day Is Good, that's the first video that I ever posted on Facebook that I let them see me. But yeah, that's how I got started. Well, Mark Steinman, what a man. He's a good guy. Him and Paula, they're just good folks. He is owner of Southern Rascals Sound, and also a member of the staff band. He actually contacted me on Facebook and asked me if I would join in for a show and maybe sing some harmonies and backup for Anthony Woolbright, another fine singer and a great person. So I did my first show, and I think that was back in August of last year. And then I had my own show, it was a good thing. So I had my own show, and I shared that with Tommy Davenport, Tommy D. What a man. He's a good guy, I'm telling you. So I did my show there at the Palace Theater, and, just got some more coming up. I'm just really excited. Then, we did the Johnny Moore tribute, and it was just fantastic.
Where she met another great guy.
Yeah, Johnny was a nice. Johnny's a wonderful man.
He is absolutely. I was his Dottie Whist, he said.
Yes. He says that a lot, and he'll never forget it.
He'll never forget
and Janie
it.
Fricky. Well, there was a couple times he walked by and he'd say, "Come on, Janie."
Yeah. I've been Mo Bandy for 4 years now. So.
Mo Bandy.
Yeah.
Yep.
Now that's another you don't hear much from anymore.
I went to his house, and there's a picture of Mo Bandy above the fireplace.
Yeah, I seen
And
that.
my kids were sitting there, and he said, "Look, there's a picture of your dad above my fireplace."
Oh my God. That's amazing.
Well, we're glad you're out and about and performing. Make sure you leave all that on your Facebook page,
I will.
any links and stuff, so people can find out where you're at. I thought you did a great job. Didn't know it was you, but now that I know it was you, I'll say it to your face. I thought you did a great job at the
Thank
Johnny
you
Moore
so
tribute.
much.
You did a great job. You sang a solo song. You did harmonies back there. Then you came out and sang a solo tune.
I did.
Yeah, so I thought that was good.
They actually sang back up for me. They sang my harmony back there at the ending of the show.
Yeah.
And I didn't even realize it till I turned around at one point and seen all of them fine men back there singing harmony for me.
Oh, yeah.
Little old me.
It was good. You did a great job.
Great
So thank you
guys.
for being part of the Johnny Moore Show. He's just a good friend of ours, and we love him to death, and we wish him the best. So he's been an inspiration for us. But people, make sure you check out Stacey Vance McElhaney on Facebook. I got her name down. I got her covered. Check her out. Find out where she's at. Go. Yeah, he doesn't have to say it again. We wish you the best. Great talent. You got the right voice. I think it's a perfect voice in your own style. Randy wants to jump in.
Well, you are fantastic. When she sat in on our group right, and gosh, I love this position Jason and I are in right now. She sat in on our group right, and just that voice was the kind of voice that'll give you chills. And it comes down to this: any friend of Metallica is a friend of mine.
Aw,
You're
thank
awesome.
you.
Any friend of Metallica is a friend of his. So, well, good. Well, Stacey, thank you so much for putting up with us.
Next week's
Thank
guest.
you. I've had a ball. I really
Next
have.
week's
It's been a
guest will
blast.
be Eric O'Brien.
Wow, another Irishman. It's an Irish reunion here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Surely me glory, me lad. But
What'd you call me?
always after me Lucky Charms. So good. So yeah. We want to thank Chris at heatfm.com. We want to thank Stacey for putting up with us. We want to thank everybody for listening. Make sure you jump on Stacey's Facebook page, like the page, find out where she's going, follow it, like her YouTube page. Let her know that you appreciate her music and her voice. She does great talent. It's hard to do what she does, and she's out there knocking it out. And we appreciate everything you do for us. Hope you get to stick around a little bit longer so we can talk to you. But we're going to tune off here. Going to bring up Randy and Andy in the Nashville Night Show with the one and only, it looks like Mr. Bob DeYoung, who's back for punishments again. But we want to thank everybody for listening. For Mark, the DJ Doctor, the Hillbilly Heartthrob, and the IT Guru, we want to say good night.